You see a lot of great looking action camera footage out there. It's exciting, it's inspiring, it's amazing. It makes you want to go out and buy your own action camera and get equally amazing footage. So you save and scrimp for weeks or months, finally get together the funds you need, purchase your camera, go shoot with it, and you're disappointed with the results. I mean, you've seen daredevils base jumping from cliffs, you've watched motorcycle riders flying through the air, you've seen stars and galaxies moving across the skies at night, you've even seen Paige Lillian dancing on rooftops, and yet you've managed to film this. Not very exciting stuff, huh? I mean, this isn't what you spent good money on a camera for. So how do you up your camera game? How do you manage to achieve impressive looking, amazing shots with your camera? How do you become a pro? Well, stay tuned because we're about to up your camera game. This is DemonView's Guide to Camera Hacking. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you watching these videos just as much as I appreciate you clicking those like and subscribe buttons down below. It helps create these videos that you're watching and it doesn't cost you a penny and only takes a few seconds to do so. So go ahead, click those buttons right now. Like, right now. Yeah, I'm not seeing that thumbs up button being clicked. Seriously? You're not going to click those buttons? You're just going to sit there, watch this video and not click? Wow. What's your issue, man? Anyway, on with the video. Look, it's a simple fact. You have a camera, you want to shoot some impressive videos and photos, you want to compete with the pros. I mean, who doesn't want that? Yeah, for all the videos out there telling you, oh, you need to adjust these settings, or this is the one setting you need to adjust now, it's not really helping you achieve the results you want, is it? So that's why I'm starting this new series of videos. I'm going to show you how to get some impressive looking results from your camera. Not only that, you're not going to have to invest hundreds of dollars in additional equipment, you're not going to have to rent out a professional photography studio, you're not going to have to take out some monthly subscription to some overly complicated software to get impressive looking footage. So this series of videos is going to be about camera hacks. Now, in case you don't know what that means, I'm not talking about taking your camera to some shady looking person in a back alley who's gonna install software from the dark web on your camera to unlock some hidden feature that also steals your credit card information at the same time. Woohoo! No, that's not what camera hacks are. Camera hacks are actually an alternative way of getting the shot you want without having to invest a ton of money in complicated software or equipment. Allow me to demonstrate with this first video where we're going to look at adding motion into a time-lapse shot. Time-lapse video is an amazing sight to see. You can get the footage of a busy street with people or cars going back and forth. You can watch the clouds race by in the sky and show the progression of time in a short but impressive looking clip. However, there's one mistake that a lot of people make, and that's not adding motion into a time-lapse shot. I mean, it's one thing to have a single static camera angle. Sure, it looks nice, but if you really want to up your game and make it a dynamic shot, then you need to add in motion. But that comes with its own set of problems in a way. I mean, sure, you could put your footage into a video editor, then use something like the GoPro FX Reframe plugin to pan left and right, and it looks good, but it doesn't look great. It looks like you've just somewhat cropped in on your footage and are moving the viewing area around, which is exactly what you're doing. I mean, it beats static shots for sure, but it's still not great. What you really want to do is physically move your camera around, pan it left and right. This way you're getting the motion you want in the video, and that will really up your game, but you're still keeping that high resolution image, which is not something you do when you crop it in digitally on your footage. You lose resolution. Now, do you have to spend hundreds on a gimbal that allows you to move the camera around while you shoot a time-lapse, or do you have to spend thousands on a complicated rail system with a motion control camera device attached to it? Well, what if there's another way? A way that will cost you about $10, maybe $12, depends on how good you are at bargain hunting. So those clips that you just watched, I made those with my GoPro and a $10 hack called a kitchen timer. Yep, you heard me, a simple $10 kitchen timer. In fact, I found this flat kitchen timer at IKEA and I just simply attached a GoPro mount to it. That's it. Now I can film a 360-degree rotation in my time-lapse footage when I film it. I mean, it looks both dynamic and immersive. I get to keep my full resolution without having to digitally crop in and add motion. And get this, when the camera's done, this 360 rotation device has an extra super secret. It actually lets me know when it's finished by sending a push notification to my ears. Push notification. Now you may find attaching a GoPro is going to make the little top heavy, and what you don't want it to do is fall over. So there's a few extra things you can do to secure it. I mean, if you're shooting on metal, put a few magnets on the base and it's going to keep it still. The magnets will adhere to the metal here and it will adhere to your metal base. But if you're going to be filming on something that's not magnetic, this is where this hack comes in, and it's a big piece of wood. Glue your timer to the wood. I mean, it's an egg timer. It costs you like $10, like I said, so putting a bit of glue down there, not going to hurt it. Maybe even put it in an old beer koozie and weigh the beer koozie down. You know, just kind of like cut the beer koozie halfway. I mean, that's the whole point of hacking. It's coming up with inventive solutions yourself to achieve the results that you want. I mean, for me, if it's just like this, then, you know, the balance is pretty much centered on it. But if I want to shoot like this, then yeah, I do put an adhesive base down here and shoot that way, and I get that full 360-degree rotation. So with this simple and efficient hack, you're going to be able to get an advantage over your competitors. You're going to be able to get professional looking motion time-lapse just like the pros do it, and you've only had to spend $10 to $12. In fact, if you have a kitchen timer like this in your house, you've probably just saved even more money. So there you go, your very first camera hack. Hopefully you liked this video and found it to be helpful. If you did, don't forget to click those like and subscribe buttons. It really does help out with the channel views. It helps me bring you more camera hack videos, and it doesn't cost you a thing to do so. And let's face it, I just saved you a ton of money on expensive motion control equipment. If you liked what you saw here, if you yourself have a good camera hack that you think can help out people, drop me a line, I'll share it with the viewers, I'll try it out myself, and let's get you making some awesome videos. Until next time, cheerio. What's amazing is this channel is one of the quickest growing channels on YouTube. It's just shooting up there and it's setting some records, according to my good friend Anthony DeVolder. So, I'm Brad Pitt, and this is DemonView.